So you've got that itch, right? The one that says, I want to be my own boss. But where do you even begin? Well, today we're going to dive into franchise ownership. It might just be the path to your future, and we're going to break down exactly how you can find it.
I mean, it's a powerful idea, isn't it? The thought of actually being in control, building something that's yours, and just saying goodbye to the whole 9 to 5 grind. That dream, that's the starting pistol for a massive, rewarding change for so many people. But, the big question is always, how do you actually do it? And that, my friends, is where franchising really shines. Look, instead of trying to build a business from scratch, literally reinventing the wheel, you're stepping into a system that's already proven to work. It's like being an entrepreneur, but with a safety net. You get the blueprint for success right from day one. All right, so before we get too far ahead of ourselves, there are a few huge questions that pop up for pretty much everyone. Let's just tackle them head on so you can really move forward feeling good about this. Okay, let's just get to it. The number one question on everybody's mind: what's it really going to cost to get started? And the answer, well, it's probably not what you're expecting. The range is absolutely massive. I'm talking you could get a home-based franchise up and running for under 10 grand. Or on the other end, a big retail spot could be over $1 million. The most important thing to hear is this: franchising isn't some exclusive club for the super rich. There are real opportunities at pretty much any investment level. All right, so let's say you find something that fits the budget. The very next thought that usually pops into your head is something like, yeah, but I've never actually worked in that industry before. So is that it? Is it a deal breaker? And here's where it gets really interesting. The answer is a hard no. It kind of flips the whole script, right? See, franchisors, they've already got the system perfected. That's their job. What they're looking for is someone with solid business sense who can just run the playbook. They'll teach you all the nitty-gritty industry stuff. So if you don't need direct experience, then what's the point of your resume? How does all that time you've put in, your whole professional background, actually help you out here? Think about your career so far like a map of your superpowers. It clearly shows where you shine. Maybe you're a genius at managing people, or a natural at sales, or you just get numbers. A good franchisor looks at that map and says, okay, based on these strengths, here's the business model where you're going to thrive right out of the gate. Okay, so we've tackled those first big hurdles. Now let's talk about the journey itself. When it comes to finding the right franchise, there are really two main paths you can take. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure for your career. Path number one is the personal guide. This is a super customized one-on-one coached experience. Path number two is the marketplace. Think of this as a huge, wide-open discovery event that you explore on your own terms. Let's dive into both. So let's start with the first one, the expert personal guide. This path is really for the person who's thinking, you know what, I want an expert in my corner, someone to give me a tailored, coached experience. And this quote from consultant Ron Fillion, it just nails the whole vibe. It's not about a transaction, it's about a partnership. The goal here isn't just to stick you in any old franchise. It's to find a business that actually fits your life and what you want to achieve. Yeah, a consultant isn't just going to hand you a big, dusty catalog of options. No, they're your coach, your strategic partner. They're there to give you personalized advice and real, actionable strategies, so you can make the absolute smartest choice for you. And the process itself is super strategic, but it's also really clear. First, I do a deep dive on you, your skills, your goals, the whole shebang. Then you get access to this curated list of opportunities that have already been vetted. We're talking businesses you might never have even heard of. And the best part, you get a strategic match report that lays it all out, explaining exactly why these options are a great fit. Okay, let's switch gears to path number two. If the personal guide is like a private, curated museum tour, the marketplace is like a massive, bustling World's Fair. It's a place where you can see a whole universe of opportunities all at once. And the first thing you need to know about this path? How easy it is to get in. You could show up and pay $29 at the door, or you can just register online ahead of time and get in for free. It's such an easy, low-cost way to just soak up a ton of information. And what do you get for that free ticket? Oh, just hundreds of different franchise concepts all under one roof. You can sit in on seminars with legal experts, figure out your financing options, and this is huge, meet the actual people behind the brands face to face. It's basically a one-stop shop for everything you need to know. Just to make this feel real, check this out. An event like this, Houston Franchise Expo, It crams an incredible amount of value into just one weekend. We're talking a super concentrated blast of opportunity where you can just completely immerse yourself in the franchising world for a couple of days.
So, there you have it. We've gone through the big questions and we've walked through two totally different but equally great paths to owning your own business. So, the real question now is, which one feels right for you?
So how do you actually choose? Honestly, it just boils down to your own style. Are you the type of person who wants that tailored one-on-one deep dive? Then the personal guide is probably your jam. But if you're more of an explorer, someone who just wants to see all the possibilities laid out in front of you at once, then you're going to want to start at the marketplace.
And that really brings us to the end of our guide. Look, the journey to becoming your own boss, it can feel huge, right? But what we've seen today is that it all starts with one single, totally manageable step. So the only question left is the big one. Which path are you going to explore first?